Hello and welcome to episode 6 on the CentriCraft server. At the beginning of this episode I've got a few bits and pieces to show you. So firstly I'm showing you my attempt to get a cat, because you might remember early on, I think it was episode 0 or episode 1, I attempted to tame a cat, but I didn't have enough fish on me to tame it, to tame the ocelot. So I think this is actually the same ocelot that I've come back and found here. And as you'll see in a moment, hey, I managed to get a cat out of it. I do then spend some time hunting some other cats, and on the way I find some parrots, so I decide I'll take those back as well. But unfortunately I haven't found any other ocelots to tame yet, because my plan is to tame a few ocelots, have a few cats and start breeding them up. Also, I did a quick trade with Fort, because he wanted some gravel and I had some spare from just general mining and stuff, so I sold that to him for, I think it was 5 diamonds. So yeah, I met up with him quickly and we did a little bit of trading. And here are the diamonds. Hey. I've also been breeding some turtles. I've had this going for a little while, but I don't think I've shown it on camera yet. Yeah, I've got a little turtle pond near my base, and I've been breeding them up and getting some eggs. You can see them putting some eggs into the sand just there, and trying to get some scoots from that. Right, there's a reason I'm back here as well, and it's because these chests, which used to look like presents, apparently for our Centrics. Hey, I found my one. Yeah, so apparently gifts from Amradorn, which is awesome. And yeah, it's full of food. So beetroot soup, a whole load of golden carrots. That's useful. That's a really good food source. And then some flowers and some lily pads. That's really nice. So thank you very much, Amradorn. That's awesome. And yeah, so that's a Christmas area. Now Christmas is done with. I don't know if we're going to leave this here all year round as a sort of memory of the Christmas season. I hope we do. I quite like it. It looks quite nice. Now I'm going to be starting my main project for this episode, and it might be hard to work out what it is right now, but I'm here in a very specific spot because I am surrounded by what is effectively 3 bits of river. One coming around this way, and one coming in there, and one coming in there. And I'm building a farm based on this, which is going to be a drowned farm for getting tridents. I'm going to be using Ilmango's river-based drowned farm. So I'm going to have to first pillar quite far up into the sky, because when I'm using it, I don't want to be loading all of the mobs which are down in the caves down here and on the land down here. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is pillaring up really high. Alright, so I've got up to where I think is the right height here. So now I need to build a platform out 23 at least in every direction from this center block, because this center block is going to be where I'm putting a turtle egg, which is going to bait the drowns in. So I want to build out to the limit of where it can bait drowns, and then hopefully I'll have a fairly efficient farm. So I'm going to explain a bit what I'm doing here. I'm putting this glass around this edge. Well, I've put the glass around this edge. So everything inside it is river biome, because drowns can spawn in river biomes, but they can't spawn in land biomes like jungle or jungle hills or all the bits outside. So the blocks are actually on jungle, so they won't be spawning above it. Then I'm going to have a cascade of water just falling down on top of all of these. So the drowned will fall out the bottom of these fence gates out here, and then should be able to pathfind towards this egg. Now, I can't remember if when Ilmango did it, he actually had this all one block higher, so their heads weren't in the fence gates, but I'm hoping it won't matter and it won't affect their pathfinding, having their heads in fence gates, because it should be based on where their feet are going, right? So yeah, they should pathfind not through that side, through this side, and then here I'm going to have a couple of trapdoors to drop them down. But I've run into an issue that I've actually run out of wood in making these fence gates, because I brought about 3 stacks of tree blocks, so not even the wood planks, the actual wood from the tree, and it's only gone this far. I think it makes sort of 1 wood block turns into 1 fence gate, so I'm gonna have to go away and farm up a whole load of wood just to get this going. I might cut down some of the jungle, although I kind of want it looking nice underneath, even though I'm going to have this up in the sky. So yeah, I'm going to go away, farm up a whole load of wood, and then I'll be back to put in more and more fence gates. So I finished building the farm, and I'm standing here waiting for it to work, and they don't seem to be pathfinding to the egg just here. And from their behaviour, it looks like they won't come out from underneath the water. So I think there's an issue with the fact that I only had slabs at the top, and I think they can't recognise that it's not got sky access in the bits in between. So I think what I actually need to do is put either blocks underneath the slabs or another 2 slabs on top of all of those. Oh, some of them are coming in. Interesting. Ah, it's because it's turned night time, so they're okay with walking across that bit. Okay, so I've been in the creative world a bit, trying to work out what's going on with the pathfinding, and I think what's happening is that because the water's only 1 block above their head under these things, they think they can pathfind to it as if they're pathfinding back to water, which is what they try and do during the day, which is why during the day it's not about the brightness, it's just about them trying to pathfind back to water. And because they keep getting to where they're going, and then they're not in water, they just keep pathfinding, which is why they keep walking round and round and round. So I'm fairly certain that if I drop this entire layer of glass down by 1, or at least all the bits which are underneath water, if I drop them all down by 1, they shouldn't be attempting to pathfind to them, and then they should start trying to pathfind to the egg during the day as well. And I can use this during the day as well as during the night. And the other issue is that there's still actually spawns on the ground. I don't know if you can see down there, there's a few things spawned down there. And if I go a couple of blocks up the ladder, they disappear. So what I think I might have to do is I might have to flatten the entire area directly underneath the farm, just to make sure nothing's able to spawn down there. Either flatten it or significantly light it, so there's no chance of anything spawning in the area that they can stay spawned. So yeah, I'm going to go down with some torches now and see what I can do. So I've gone ahead and moved that entire layer of glass down. It did take a while, but there wasn't really a good angle to see what I was doing, so I didn't show it to you. But it's now all an extra layer down, and down at the bottom I've lit up the area. So if you have a look down there, you can see there's quite a few torches down there now. So I've got many less spawns down there. It seems to be quite quiet at the moment, but I suspect that it might be that Fort has the mob cap somehow with whatever he's doing. But while I've been doing this, I've been coming back and grinding away, and yeah, it's been working quite well. So I've got a whole load of tridents, and they also drop gold occasionally, and I've got some nautilus shells, and I've got a whole load of drowned heads. So yeah, it's working fairly effectively, and it's been working during the day as well. So clearly moving this floor down the extra layer allows them to pathfind to the egg during the day as well as during the night. So I'm going to pick up all of these chests of trident now, and I'm going to go and build a store to sell them all in. I will have to be enchanting some of them up and mending them and stuff like that, but I think I will try and work out a design for the store first. Right, so I'm in the creative world, and this is my idea for my plan for the trident shop. So I want it to be sort of Poseidon coming out the ocean. I'm not sure if this is going to be too big, or whether this will be an alright size to have. And then obviously the actual shop will be inside here. I might do some editing in the actual world, but most of the resources are fairly easy to get. So this is stripped oak, that's stripped birch, and then the sea lantern and the prismarine. I should be able to use a guardian farm. I think it's okay for anyone to use that to get resources. Apparently I get way too much of it. So they should be okay. I've got some ink sacs, so I should be able to make enough dark prismarine, and then it's a bit of glass to look like water dripping off Poseidon. So yeah, I think I'm going to try and make this in the shopping district to sell the tridents. So I've started collecting up some of the materials ready for it. So I'm collecting oak and birch wood at the moment. So I've been planting them around the edge and harvesting them up repeatedly. It's taking a little while, but I will eventually get enough. I might already have enough, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm still farming up the wood, and then I need to go and get the prismarine after this. But I might actually build the trident shop in the next episode, because that way you can leave some comments and let me know if you actually like the design for it, or whether you think I could do something else for it. Also, I need to be building a spider shop as well, because I've got lots of drops from my spider grinder down the bottom, and I've already actually had one person ask to purchase some string from it. So clearly there's some resources that people are wanting from it, and I do have a lot of string and spider eyes, and I've got some heads as well. So yeah, I need to be opening that shop as well, so I don't know if I want to incorporate that into it, or build that shop and the trident shop in the shopping district in the same episode. So I think for now I'm just going to show you me selling the string, and I also went and helped our newest Centric Cake Man with the roof of his build, because he wasn't quite sure what to do to finish it, so I went over and helped him out, and he paid me for that, which was really nice of him. So yeah, I'll show you those. So another little thing I've been working on is I've got some more obsidian, and I've put in this portal down here. I haven't linked it up in the nether yet, but the plan is to eventually have a linking portal in the nether, so I can just jump through and quickly hop up the top or come back down here. So I need to work out how I'm going to do that. And then I want to also link up the new Trident farm in the nether as well, just so I can travel across there much more quickly. Eventually I want to build my own sort of mini nether hub over my area, so it will have the portals to the top and bottom here, because this will link straight down to the mines as well. And then also the jungle spots, because I do want to move across to jungle for my permanent base. It's where I'm going to put my storage system and stuff like that. So I'm going to want to link that up as well, whether I decide is the best place to be putting that. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to try and build a couple of portals in the nether and one over by the Trident farm. Alright, and as I row in, as I'm rowing in, I can see the entire farm from down here. It looks rather grand as I row into it. I'm coming in this way because I don't have a portal here yet, so I need to decide where I'm putting the portal. I think I'm going to put it up the top, so it saves me journeying all the way up every time I want to get up there, because it's much easier to come down than it is to go up, because it takes quite a while to climb the ladder. Yeah, and you can see all the torches under here, which are keeping it nice and lit up. Alright, let's light that and see where it takes me through. Hopefully I can just put another portal, or it will put another portal for me. This looks like it's already someone's portal. There don't appear to be any labels on it. I'll go through and see if I recognise what's on the other side. And it's a flowery area. I don't recognise this. Is this someone's base out here? I can't see any structures. That's a bit odd. Maybe someone's made a portal out here because it's a flower forest and they want to be able to get out to it easily. So that's all for this episode. I'll be finishing the Nether Portal project at the start of the next episode, so tune into that if you want to see me finish that off. As always, I'd love to see some comments this week, especially. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Trident shop design that I proposed. Tell me if you like it, or if there's a better way of doing a Trident shop design that you could think of. Let me know, and I'll be doing that next episode, along with probably a spider shop. And if you want to see the other Centric's channels, their channel links will be down in the description below the video. I've been Recoded Zaphod, and thanks for watching.